For this project, you'll need this tray from Dollar Tree, the pack of 4 little skull caddies. I don't know what you would call them. The little, pails. That doesn't sound right either. Anyhow, I am going to dry brush some white over this plastic tray here so you can reveal the spider web and stuff that you can indentation. Man, can I remember my words today? Indentation that's on there. Now I get a little bit too much paint on the one part up there. I really wanted it to be a little bit more dry brushed. So no problem. I just went back with a wet wipe and wiped it down and then painted it. But I almost looking back now like the way it looked when I wiped it off. Then the white kind of only stayed. And you could see them better. You see the spiders much better. So either way that you like it, I was kind of going for like a creepy, rustic-y look, but I think that looks good too. And then go through your paper stash. If you don't have any scrapbook paper, you can use a gift bag, wrapping paper, or you can just leave the main part of the tray blank, but I went ahead and grabbed a piece of spidery scrapbook paper for the center. Okay, and then using these little skulls, I'm going to pop off the handle there, and then using my markers that I got from Arrtx, they are paint pens, but they have the brush tip and you don't have to shake them or press them down to get the ink to come. And once they're on there, they're permanent and waterproof. So I really like these for that fine tip. Some of my other paint markers, it's the paint's coming out of those. This is a little bit more control like a pen. So I really like those. And this set comes in 30 colors. And I will link those down below as well as a 15% off discount code that I have for you. So I'm just taking the black there and sprucing up my skeleton some by outlining the eyes, nose, and mouth. And this will just make the skull pop more. Now I'm going to just take the scrapbook paper here and put it down to size. I kind of played around with some different ones. I went with these glittery bats going in a circle. And then I will Mod Podge that down and Mod Podge all over the paint as well, the whole tray. And then I just glue on those skeletons, and now I have a fun Halloween tray that you could use for food, you could use it for decor, whatever you find a creative use for. I'm going to take one of these witch hats from Dollar Tree and I am going to rip this tinsel off. It is on there really good. I really had to yeah, cut it up. Now you can set it aside and use it for another project. I have like a bag full of tinsel that I've ripped off projects that I have yet to use, but you never know. You don't want to throw it away. And then I'm going to grab some of the creepy cloth from Dollar Tree as well. And thank you to my viewers there for telling me it was creepy cloth. That makes sense. I didn't know what to call it in the last video. But I'm going to cover it in creepy cloth instead. So this is going to make a higher end looking witch's hat. So at first there, I drape over 2 layers of this and it's too thin. So I go ahead and flip that over. So now there's like 4 layers of this going. Now in hindsight, right here, I would have put a rubber band, but I didn't. So do that first. But I'm using some of this cool ribbon from Dollar Tree. I believe this one is spiders, I think. This ribbon is so cool. It comes in like 5 different shapes. But I'm just gluing it around the base of the hat, and that's kind of like that belt that goes around the witch's hat. Again, this is why you see that had I used a rubber band, it would hold tighter and hold the shape a little better. I just dumped the hat upside down in a little vase there or a cup. That's just going to make it easier for me to have a flat surface to glue all this down. So I'm just gluing it, cutting it, gluing it, cutting it. Doesn't matter. You're not going to see this part. Plus, this is kind of supposed to look kind of like an old rustic witch's hat. So no big deal. And now it's time to embellish the hat. I went ahead and clipped the stem off of this. This comes in a 4-pack. You get 2 with purple berries, and then you get 2 with silver berries. So pretty good deal. I'm going to go ahead and attach that. And then some more ribbon here from Dollar Tree. This is a spider web ribbon that I'm going to just do a very simple bow on and glue that to the hat as well. It still needed something, so I'm using one of these foam roses from Dollar Tree. I really like these. You get quite a few in a pack. You can see it also has orange, white, and black. So that's a fun find. I am glad I got those because I have used a couple of them so far. And that's it. Look how cute this witch hat is. Much better than that tinsel looking hat. I've had this black ball in my stash for a while now from Dollar Tree. It's just supposed to be like table decor. And I saw these bat wings at Dollar Tree. It's actually a dog costume, so I think you should see it on my dog before we go any further. She's a good sport, but definitely was not a fan. So we'll use it on this project instead. So I just cut the elastic off of it. I'm leaving the wings as is. This is going to be a simple project, but I think it turned out so cute. So using my white paint pen here, I'm just going to draw on its smile with fangs and some little eyes. And then I'm going to glue those wings right onto the back of this ball here. And what I like about this ball is it does have the flat bottom, so it'll sit flat and easy. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to grab some black felt and just cut little triangles and glue those on for ears. So easy peasy, would be a fun project for a kid to make, but I really love how it turned out. And now with these triangles, I'm gonna go ahead and put a little dot of glue right in the center and then pinch it. Now I realized I had this black piece of felt and it was over the black ball, and so you couldn't see what I'm doing. So on the second ear there, you'll be able to see it. So hold tight here on the second ear. I'll do it over the white surface so you can tell what I'm doing. But again, you're just pinching that little center out. To give it, you know, his ears a little dimension, and then just putting some glue along the bottom. Now, in my last video, I used black hot glue, which I totally recommend. Get like one of those super cheap glue guns and use it for colored glue. It really helps. So something like this, it won't show. I didn't have it in my gun yet, but that would work well. Also, my E6000 is also black. Okay, using these Dollar Tree trees, I grab 3 of them here and I zip tie them together, and then I just start fluffing that baby out. And then I take the other 2 that you see off to the right there, and after I have some fluffing done, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie those ones in as well. And this is just going to give me a nice full tree. It'll be, and then for the 5th tree that I had, I went ahead and just cut off all the branches so that I could just put them anywhere where I felt like it needed them. The great thing about these trees is they are wire, so they're really easy to wire together. So as I, you know, intertwine the 2 here and then the 3, I can extra secure them by taking some of the branches and wrapping them around each other. So it's just a matter of fluffing, and the 3 trees are my base, and then the 2 that I'm adding here, you'll see, that's just going to make it taller and fuller. And now I'm going to cut a hole in the top of one of these carvable pumpkins from Target. They are normally $8. I got this one on clearance last year for 80 cents. And then I painted it black with spray paint. Then I'm going to push this tree down in there. Now I couldn't really get foam in there and then a way to you know, keep it secure. So then I grab some of the creepy cloth and I just start pushing it down into the pumpkin, and this keep it standing up straight. And then I wasn't gonna even show the creepy cloth. I was just gonna like have it go around the base, but then I loved how it looked draped down, and so that was one of those happy accidents where I was like, yeah, I'm liking where this is going. Also, I apologize, I started filming from this other angle and forgot to flip my phone so it's upright. But anyhow, get this in there, and that's gonna help keep it from flopping over, and then whatever, you can just cut another little piece and just keep pushing it down in there. And then I just took some of these ornaments from Dollar Tree. I hang those all around the tree. Now, I didn't put lights in this. I checked my lights. So the ones from Dollar Tree, the little battery operated LED ones, they were too small. It wouldn't go around enough times. Their regular lights that plug in, that would probably work, but I didn't have any. So you just saw those little signs from Dollar Tree, so I'm going to take one of those, and it actually works out perfectly just to hang it from the bottom of the tree. I didn't even have to glue it on or anything. So I'm just going to embellish the bottom here a little bit here with one of these little witch's hats, and then I'm going to put one last witch's hat on the top, but you couldn't see it, I'm sorry, but you'll see it in the after product there, after picture. It's just a hair clip that looks like a witch's hat that I got from the 99-cent store. So most everything's from Dollar Tree. The pumpkin is from Target. I know Michael's and other craft stores sell them as well. And then the little hair clip was from 99-cent store. So this skeleton is a little skeleton bride from Dollar Tree, but I don't really want a bride, so I am just ripping off all the little white tulle on it. They do have some that don't have any costume on it, but I think it was like motion censored. I don't know. I tried it with this one. Now the long arms of the skeleton were not working for me. It made it so it couldn't sit. So I take my pliers here, not pliers, what are these, wire cutters, and I don't cut all the way through. I cut just enough so that I'm able to bend these, okay, so I'm giving him elbows, and there, now he can sit. And then this drinking cup, this pumpkin one, I also have a skeleton one, or a skull one, but they didn't have them anymore when I had the idea. So anyhow, so I'm using this pumpkin. I'm not gonna paint it. I think it's a really cool, like, this kind of look to it. So I'm gluing my skeleton to this pumpkin here. He's gonna hug it. But what this is gonna be is a candle holder. So I'm taking this rubber band here to hold them all into place, and then I let it sit while I do other projects. So once it's nice and secure, now we're ready to decorate our candle holder. So I'm taking some of this spider web ribbon here, and I'm going to put it around where the bottle cap would go. Okay, now I've stuck a pillar candle inside of a very small piece of floral foam there, and then I'll put some glue at the bottom of that, and that way my candlestick will stay down into the cup well. And then I am going to give it a little more makeover here. I'm going to add this little black leaf, and then add the black flower, and this way you aren't going to see that big kind of gape, that hole is bigger than where my candlestick goes, but this will kind of cover that up. So when you're looking at it from the side, it will look like a cute little skeleton candle holder. I like to pick up these unfinished wood pieces from Joann's and Hobby Lobby after the season is over. They're really inexpensive, so I colored it with my paint markers, okay? Set that aside. Now onto my pumpkin here, just a regular old pumpkin from Dollar Tree, and then some of their black sparkle vinyl. I find that this doesn't cut very well in my Cricut, but it does work great as like covering. So like if you don't have scrapbook paper or anything, this stuff works really great. Plus it's sticky, so you just put it down like you would wallpaper. I used my wallpaper smoother to smooth it down, and it's so fast, so easy. I love this option for covering surfaces. Okay, now with the same purple pen that I used, I'm going to also use it on the stem of this pumpkin. And then you can see I did it in the Happy Halloween on this little witch's hat. I used a silver Sharpie on the webs, and then I used that black marker from the beginning of the video, the little brush marker. And then I just glued this on. Look how simple that was. I know if you're like me, you're like, what am I going to do with these unfinished wood pieces? Well, I think this was the perfect solution. You'll have to let me know down in the comments if you like working with these little unfinished wood pieces or not. And here's another example of one that I colored and put on a Dollar Tree hat. I hope you enjoyed these Halloween DIYs, and until next time, happy crafting!